Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. We are jumping right into things today, tackling a totally foundational topic in 8th grade algebra, recognizing, representing, and evaluating functions. This hits TEKS 8.12 A through C, and I promise you, by the time we wrap up here, you are going to look at mathematical functions in a completely new light. Section 1, Seeking Order in Math. Have you ever looked at a page of algebra and just felt like it was a bunch of random, chaotic rules? It's kind of like a giant puzzle scattered all over the floor. But we really need to change that perspective. Mathematics isn't about chaos. It's actually this profound search for true predictability and peace. 1 Corinthians 14:33 tells us, "For God is not a God of confusion, but of peace." And what's wild is how perfectly this applies to algebra. Just as God brings order to our lives, mathematical functions bring perfect, peaceful order to numbers. When a function is working correctly, there is absolutely zero confusion. Now, you might be wondering, okay, so what on earth does this have to do with the math homework sitting right in front of me? It's a super valid question. Let's bridge the gap between this beautiful idea of divine order and the actual equations on your desk right now. Section 2, the vending machine rule. Sometimes the absolute best way to understand a weird abstract math concept is to attach it to something tangible. So, the core definition, the golden rule of a function, is that it's a relationship where each input has exactly one output. No repeats allowed. For every single value you plug in, there is exactly one guaranteed, predictable value that comes out. Think of it literally like a vending machine. If you walk up, put your money in, and press A1, you expect to get the exact same snack every single time, right? You press A1, boom, a bag of pretzels. You press it again tomorrow, you get pretzels. It's a reliable rule. That total predictability is exactly what makes a mathematical relationship a function. But imagine this. What if you press A1 on Monday and get pretzels, but on Tuesday you press A1 and get an apple, and on Wednesday you press A1 and get a granola bar? Random surprises. If that happens, well, the machine is just broken. In math, if a number is used as an input more than once, but it spits out completely different answers, our math vending machine is broken. It's totally chaotic. Therefore, it is absolutely not a function. Section 3, Spotting Functions in Action. Let's translate this vending machine analogy into actual ordered pairs and see if we can spot the patterns. Imagine a set of numbers, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 6. Did you catch what just happened? The input number 2 chaotically repeats with different outputs. First, it gave us a 3, then suddenly it gave us a 6. The machine is broken, so that set is not a function. Now compare that to a different set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect order. Every single input, 1, 3, and 5, is completely different. There's no confusion, so this set is perfectly functioning. Section 4, Real-life function examples. Why does this even matter outside the classroom? Well, understanding functions unlocks everything from software coding to engineering. Functions literally run our world. Let's look at something you deal with every day, your student ID number. That specific number maps perfectly to exactly one student, you. That is a perfectly working function. But what if we flipped it? What if we took a common first name, like Chris, and tried to map it to student IDs? You'd have one name mapping to multiple different ID numbers, because the input is reused for different people. That is definitely not a function. Imagine the utter chaos in the principal's office if they organized things that way. Section 5, Testing your function knowledge. All right, it's time to test your skills with a rapid-fire review right from your homework. Don't worry about writing anything down, just think critically. First up, is the set 3, 7, 4, 8, and 3, 9 a function? Look super closely for those repeating inputs. Next, what about 1, 2, 2, 2, and 3, 2? Think about the vending machine here. Can different buttons give you the same snack? Is that allowed? And finally, take a second and see if you can confidently define a function in your own words. Let's keep the energy high. What if your numerical inputs are 5, 6, and 7, and every single one of them maps to the exact same output of 10? Are the inputs themselves actually repeating? And try this true or false. If an input repeats but gives you the exact same output every single time, it is still a function. Actually, think back to pressing the A1 pretzel button twice. If you press it twice and get a pretzel both times, the machine is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, right? Section 6, Smart Minds, Wise Choices. You guys are doing fantastic with these patterns. But to wrap up today's explainer, I really want to shift gears and look at the bigger picture. Because here, we believe that education without morality will hurt. Being incredibly smart, knowing how to map inputs and outputs, that's an amazing gift. But if we separate that intelligence from our moral compass, if we use our brilliant minds while continuing to make bad choices that hurt ourselves or the people around us, then what is the point of being so smart? It brings us right back to where we started today, the search for true peace and order. Romans chapter 8, verses 6 through 7, promises peace of mind to everyone who keeps their mind spiritual. And that is absolutely crucial. True peace and true order don't just happen on a graphing calculator. They come when we pair our math education with a spiritually grounded, moral mind. It's a game changer for how you live your life. So, I'm going to leave you with this provocative question to chew on as you open your math books tonight. What is the point of being smart and educated if you keep making choices that hurt? Let that beautiful, divine order we found in mathematics today inspire you to seek out order and wisdom in your own life choices. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep your minds sharp, keep your hearts wise, and I'll see you next time.